12 habits that slowly kills relationships. Most relationships don't end because of one big fight. They don't collapse overnight. They die slowly from small habits that look normal at first, and by the time you notice it, the connection is already gone. If your relationship has been feeling cold, distant, or differently lately, pay attention to these 6 habits. They might be the reason. 1 is giving silent treatment. One of the most damaging habits in relationships is going silent when you're upset. You think you're avoiding drama, but you're actually building a wall. Silence doesn't fix problems. It just breeds resentment. Talk, even when it's uncomfortable. 2. Keeping scores. Treating your relationship like a competition. You remember mistakes from months ago, just to win an argument. You count everything you do right, and everything they do wrong. But remember this, the moment you start keeping score, you stop being partners, and start being opponents. If one person loses, the relationship loses. 3. Ignoring your partner's little attempts to connect. Looking at your phone when they try to tell you about their day, or pulling away when they try to hold your hand. These moments seem small, but over time, they build massive distance. Eventually, they will just stop sharing their life with you. 4. Financial secrets. Hiding money, debts, or purchases from your partner. You think it's your money, so it doesn't matter. But secrecy destroys trust faster than anything else. When you hide money, you're hiding a part of your life. True partnership requires transparency, especially with finances. 5. Expecting them to read your mind. Being angry that your partner can't guess what you want. You pull away, and when they ask what's wrong, you say nothing. You expect them to just know why you're upset. But mind reading is a terrible test of love. If you don't communicate your needs, you cannot get mad when they aren't met. 6. Taking your relationship problems to outsiders instead of your partner. When there is a misunderstanding, you run to friends or social media to complain. You pour all your emotional energy outside, leaving your relationship dry. The grass is only green where you water it. Fix the leak inside the house before inviting others in. 7. Conditional affection. Using physical closeness or warmth as a reward, or withholding it as a punishment. When you only show love when your partner does exactly what you want, you turn love into a transaction. It creates a deeply unstable environment where your partner constantly feels like they're walking on eggshells just to be loved. Affection should be the baseline of your relationship, not a weapon used to control it. 8. The change them behavior. Falling in love with someone rather than who they actually are, constantly trying to fix or remodel them. When your daily interactions consists of criticizing their clothes, their hobbies, or their personality, they stop feeling loved, they feel managed. Constant criticism breeds a quiet, dangerous contempt. Love the person in front of you, not the imaginary version in your head. 9. Constant sarcasm or jokes. Hiding insults or digs behind the phrase, "it's a joke," or using heavy sarcasm during disagreement. When you constantly take shots at your partner under the guise of humor, you slowly weaken their psychological safety. The relationship becomes a battlefield. Be direct. If something bothers you, say it with kindness and clarity, not with a sharp edge disguised as a laugh. 10. Emotional laziness. Stopping the efforts, dates, and small gestures that made you both fall in love in the first place because you have gotten comfortable. Comfort is a beautiful thing, but laziness is toxic. When you stop trying, you signal to your partner that they're no longer worth the energy. Neglect is a silent, slow exit from a commitment. Never stop courting your partner. The relationship needs continuous investment to stay alive. 11. Threatening the breakup. Using the exit door as a weapon during an argument. The moment things get heated, you throw out phrases like, "maybe we should just break up," or "I'm leaving." You do it to scare them or force them to agree with you. But emotional blackmail introduces a dangerous level of insecurity. Eventually, they will stop fighting to stay and just let you go. 12. Constant correcting. Fixing your partner's minor mistake in public or private. Interrupting them to correct how they tell a story or critiquing how they do basic tasks. You think you're just helping them improve, but you're actually making them feel small. Let the little things go so you can hold on to the big things. Real love is sustained by the small choices you make every single day. A lasting relationship isn't built on a single grand gesture. It is built on 1,000 tiny choices to stay connected, to be honest, and to be kind. Which one of these habits do you think is the hardest to break?